Hey beautiful! If this is your first time here, I'm an intuitive tarot oracle reader. Now my dear, I hope you're having an amazing day and everything is going fine with you. If today's not the best day, I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of positive energy, and I hope everything will be well soon. Now, guys, today I'm back with another exciting reading, and today it's all about your next date. So, I wanted to record this reading for such a long time, and I thought today is a great day to do so. So, let's look into all the details regarding your next date, and of course, also with who, right? That's also something we're very interested in. So, my dear, as always, I have three pals that you can choose from, and you can either choose the card or, of course, the crystal below it. So, pal 1 is going to be the Four of Wands, pal 2 is the Lover's card, and pal 3 is the Ten of Cups. As always, my dear, please feel free to pause the video, or you can also meditate on the cards if you feel like you need a little bit more time to choose. You will find all the timestamps in the description box, but of course also in the comment section. And as always, my dear, if you're interested or curious in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, as always, you can feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But yeah, having said that, let's begin. Hey pal 1, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see. What do you need to know about your next date? Let's dive into it. Let's see also with who, of course. As always, my dear, I would like to get you first some tarot cards, and then we will dive a little bit deeper into the topic with some more oracle. So for my dear pile 1, all about your next date. Let's see. Oh my goodness. These cards are so big, you guys. Like, it's so difficult for me to shuffle and stuff. I've said this 1,000 times, but they're so pretty. Like, I love using them. It's a struggle, though. Let's see. I have really small hands, I guess because of that. Let's see for my dear pile 1. For my dear pile 1, let me do it like this. The first card we have is the Queen of Pentacles. All right. We have the Four of Swords. All right. I'm already receiving messages here. We have the Nine of Swords, Nine of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. Oh my goodness, so many nines, like 999. Okay. Okay. Oh, we have the Two of Cups. That's beautiful. Let's get you guys one last card, please. Okay. All right. So, my dear pile 1, what do you need to know about this next date of yours? I'm sorry, I don't know why, but I'm very excited for this reading. I don't know, it just feels like I'm already stepping into your excitement here. By the way, at the back of the deck, we have the Tower card. Now, with the Tower card being at the back of the deck, I really feel like there is some unexpected energy in this. So it could very well be the case that when this person asks you out, okay, woo, interesting. So I said this just like that without thinking about it. So interesting. So you guys, the person is gonna ask you out. So they're gonna ask you out whether you want to go on a date with them. All right, so that's one thing we definitely have regarding your next date. And as I was saying, I really feel like when they ask you out, you're not gonna expect it. And that doesn't mean that you are not interested in them. I actually received the complete opposite. I really feel like, my dear Pawan, when this person asks you out, like you are very interested in them already. For some of you guys, or not for some, for a lot of you guys actually, I even see that you have feelings for this person. So when they ask you, you're gonna be very excited and very happy about it because you have already emotions towards them, but still, it's gonna be very unexpected. So maybe you didn't think that this person would ask you out so soon, but then they do, and it's just like a little shock for you because you didn't expect it at all so quickly. And once again, I can't even stress enough how excited I'm feeling. Like, I'm literally feeling as if I have a date myself. So your guys' energy, it's just so interesting, so all over the place. Yeah, I can tell you, pal one, you're gonna be very excited for this date for sure. All right. So what else can we get about this? I really feel like, once again, the other person is going to ask you out. And now something very interesting, even though it may have come off very quickly to you, this person has been waiting for the right moment to ask you out. So for them, they may have actually waited for some time. And it's interesting how you feel like it's very quickly, but for them, they felt like they had to be patient to ask you out. And I really would like to talk about the fact that this person has thought a lot, all right? They had, oh my goodness, they have overthought so much about how they should ask you out, what you guys should do. Like, you're definitely important for this person because they're making such a big deal out of it. Like, I mean, of course, it is a big deal in a way, right? It's a beautiful date. It can be a first date, right? And this is something, of course, they want to do it in a good way, but because you are so important for them as well, they're gonna stress out about it even more, if you understand what I mean. Like, sometimes when something is very important to us, we overthink it, we make it so much bigger, right? And we really stress about it because it's so important to us. And I really would like to show you guys the Nine of Swords card. And this is not gender specific. I know there is a man here, but it doesn't really matter who you're going to have your next date with. Remember, it's all energy. And this is just an illustration. But looking at the illustration, you can see this person. It almost feels like they're done, right? They're holding their hand and you can see all the swords above their head, and it's just like someone who's completely stressed out, or like their mind is just doing too much, right? And when I saw this card, yeah, the message was pretty clear to me. So they could pretty much be a little bit similar to that. They are gonna stress out about it, but it comes from a place of love. They really want to do everything right. This can very well be a first date here. So this could be a new person to you, my dear pal one. That's just something I wanted to mention here. So because it's also a new person and because it's your first date, this is going to make it even more important, right? And in this person's head, they're going to stress out about it more and more. Now, looking into how or what kind of date it's going to be. First of all, I see a lot of lights. So this could very well be like a candlelight dinner, or when you guys go somewhere, let's say a restaurant with each other, there could be a lot of lights around. Let's say on your table there is a candle, or when you look at the whole restaurants, there are a lot of candles lit. For some reason, I'm getting also dim light. which is gonna make it even more romantic. I even get music, you guys. It's either music from like playing somewhere, or even live music for some of you guys, okay? So I'm getting both here. But I would like to talk about the fact that it feels so cozy and so like the ambience is gonna be on, all right? Like great ambience. This can definitely be, for example, a home date. This could be them inviting you to their place because it does feel very homey, it does feel very romantic and very cozy. However, there are also a lot of restaurants out there who can create a very similar ambience, right? With very cozy, like chairs with like very soft textures, and once again dim light, a very cozy environment. So this is something I see here, and of course take it how it resonates, right? But I see someone wearing a dress, and it could even be for some of you guys a little bit longer, but take it how it resonates, of course. But this is just something I wanted to mention here. And you guys, I shouldn't be laughing because like I feel for this person, but it's like it's so interesting to witness. Okay. Once again, you guys, like gender is not important. But this is just what I'm seeing here. And once again, just look at the illustration here. So I really feel like this is your person. And as I said, they're like one night before the date, they may still overthink it a lot, stress out a lot about it. And then I feel like this is you. Really like calm, relaxed, dreaming, like just having a good night's sleep. And for some reason, this is just such a difference in comparison. But I really feel like when we talk about like before you guys go to the date, even before like the last minutes before the date, this person may still be in their thoughts, having thoughts like, okay, I hope she's gonna, oh, I said she, so maybe some of you guys this resonates with you. But once again, if not, then it doesn't matter who you are. Maybe the majority of you guys resonate with this. But coming back to this, maybe they're gonna ask themselves, okay, maybe this person, like I hope they're gonna like it, I hope that they're gonna enjoy this, hopefully I haven't done anything wrong and stuff like that. So they're gonna really think about everything, even like before you come to this place, like minutes before that. And you're just gonna be not stressing around, like you're gonna enjoy yourself. I really feel like you're gonna have excitement, but like this person also has excitement, don't understand me wrong, but they have a lot of overthinking about it as well because they want to do everything right, because you're very important to them. With you, you have a lot of excitement, but you feel much more light, you know? You're not overthinking it, you're not stressing about it. I do feel like though a big reason for that is also because the other person will plan this date, so it's not going to be you, so you don't have to worry about like how you're going to plan it out and stuff. But it's just so funny in a way because we have the comparison, and like it's so sweet. Like this person is so sweet, you guys. Like they really care about you, and oh, like I feel like giving this person a hug, to be honest, because they're just so sweet and they really care about how it goes, you know? So that's very nice, but I feel like they may think too much about it. So, moving on, once again, I really feel like regarding this date, my dear Pawan, you are gonna feel very good about it. And I even see that this person. Okay, no, let me come back to you. I actually see that you guys, like regarding what you're wearing again. Wow, all I can say is beautiful. Like, I see you guys wearing something that really like makes you glow. I'm seeing makes your skin color glow, a beautiful hairstyle, but it's something that you're gonna feel comfortable in. So you're not gonna wear something to this date which is gonna make you feel uncomfortable, or you just want to look good. So it doesn't matter how you feel about it, like whether you feel comfortable with, for example, the shoes and stuff. No, I really feel like what you wear is something that you also feel very comfortable in. Because, by the way, this could also be a much longer date. So let's say they're gonna invite you. Um, this is just an example, okay? Like, let's say at 5 p.m., and then you also gonna like stay there till nighttime. So it's gonna be a very long date. And I see literally like the sky changing from day to night or getting darker and darker. That's why I also feel like this date could, yeah, definitely take some time. I also see that the person who's gonna go to okay, no, let me put it that way. The person who was invited, and I feel like it's gonna be you guys because the other person's gonna ask you out, you're also gonna bring something to this person. So, yeah, for some of you guys, it could definitely be this person's place. But even if you meet in some kind of a cozy restaurant, you may bring this person a very small gift, even just as a sweet gesture. And let me tell you, this person's gonna be very happy about it and they're gonna appreciate it also after all the stress that they went through. Aw, poor person. But it comes from a place of love. It really comes from a place of love. Now, looking into how the date is gonna go, I see a lot of laughter. I see a lot of just breathing. And I really feel like it comes from this person because they can just let the stress go away. And maybe in the beginning, they're gonna still be a little bit like anxious about it, but then they're gonna just let it go and then they can really enjoy themselves. And once they do this, it's almost like they can breathe. They really like they can tap themselves on the shoulder and say, I did great job, everything is going so smoothly and it's a wonderful date. So I see them almost getting like energy back, you could say. And this person's gonna enjoy themselves a lot. You're gonna enjoy yourself a lot as well. Once again, I feel like they're gonna make you laugh a lot, and that could also be something that you really love about this person. Regarding who this person is that you're gonna have your next date with, this is someone who makes you laugh a lot, like someone who has a great sense of humor. And that's something that you definitely are gonna, yeah, like about them a lot. That's something I see here coming through. You could be someone that is also very, very attracted towards other people or towards a person that has a similar sense of humor than you. I'm sorry, like you. Also, who is this person? More information regarding them. I really feel like this person is someone who, when we talk about their career, they're coming off as someone who is stable, also independent, like someone who has a very secure place in their job, in their career. They feel very secure when it comes to this and also very independent. So it's either that this person has a great place in their work, or they could even have some kind of a like their own business even. But it feels like they have a lot of things to say, like they have a lot of influence when it comes to their workspace. I see that's something so sweet as well. I see that this person at the end of this date, they're gonna be so relieved, but at the same time so exhausted because planning this through and stuff. And once again, if for some of you guys you're gonna have this date at their place, they may have done a lot of preparation as well. They're gonna be so exhausted, like when the date is over, but they're gonna feel so satisfied, so happy that it went smoothly, that it went exactly how they hoped it would be. Oh, you guys, I tell you, this person is so sweet. Let me see what else I can get. Yeah, I really feel like, my dear, of course, take it how it resonates, but within the state, there could even be a kiss. It doesn't have to be like lips. I actually see, for example, like on the cheek perhaps, or on the forehead, for example. But it's gonna be a very sweet gesture. And I really feel like, when we talk about intimacy and wise, I don't feel like there's gonna like anything happen after this date. This is a very sweet date. This is how we describe it. And I really feel like after this date, you guys got to know each other even more. And yeah, it just feels like it brought you guys even more together. And this person may even, okay, take it how it resonates, but for some, they may even officially ask you to, yeah, be a couple, like you guys. So that's another thing I see here. Can we get some more information about this person? Let me see. Okay, I know this sounds very like cliche or cheesy, but I need to say it. I really feel like during this date, this person's gonna treat you like a queen or king. Like they're really gonna treat you so kind and so sweet. Let's get you guys some more oracle cards. For my dear pile 1, what else can we get? Let's see. Okay. The first card we have is Step Up and Lead, and the second card is Know Your Worth. So with the Step Up and Lead card being here, I really feel like this could almost be like a talk that this person has with themselves. They really want to lead this relationship into something serious, so they're really gonna take charge of this, and maybe that's also why they're gonna stress out about it a lot because they wanted to make it in a very respectful and in the right way. This person has put so much energy and effort into this date, you guys. They are really serious about you. With the Know Your Worth card, this is sweet. I really feel like this person, okay, now listen closely. Maybe in the past, you guys, if you have had a date before, you may have not felt like someone really put a lot of effort into the date for some reason. And I really feel like with this date here, you're gonna see that you're worthy of everything. Like, just because someone in the past didn't treat you the way you deserve to be treated, that doesn't mean you're not deserving of something better. You absolutely are. You're deserving of the best possible treatment. And I really feel like with this person and how they're gonna be, how sweet they're gonna do everything, you're gonna understand that this person, like, I am very important to them and they know my worth. So they're putting so much effort into this relationship, or into this date, better to say, because if you see, I say relationship over and over again. It definitely could be the case that this night is gonna make your relationship official, like they're gonna ask you out and like to be a couple and stuff. So that's definitely a possibility here. And once again, I really feel like you guys are gonna understand you deserve the best. And just because in the past someone has not given you that, that doesn't mean that you're not deserving of it, you know? And I said, I really feel like they're gonna treat you like a queen or a king, and you're gonna appreciate it very, very much. You're gonna be very grateful for it, and like you're not just gonna take this lightly. You definitely are gonna be very thankful, because you know they didn't have to do this, you know, but they wanted to go all the way and create a wonderful date for you guys. And yeah, you're definitely very, very grateful for it. That's something I'm seeing here. My dear pal one, this is all I have for you for today. As always, my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. This definitely was a very exciting one, and definitely like be kind to this person, because they're already so stressed out. And like, just so you know, even like it can even be the case, you guys, that this person absolutely like they don't come off this way. Like when you go to this date, they may come off as like cool, calm, collected, but believe me, it's a complete other story within them. All right. So my dear, as always, if you're interested or curious in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, of course, my dear, you can feel free to email me. And lastly, if you would also like to connect with me more on Instagram, of course, I invite you there as well. My dear pal one, take care, my love. Hey pal 2, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see. What do you need to know about your next date? As always, my dear, I would first like to start with some tarot cards, and then we will dive a little bit deeper into the topic with some more oracle. So let's see, for my dear pile 2, what do you need to know about your next date? Let's see. For my dear pile 2, what do you need to know about your next date? Let's look into it. Okay. Ooh. Okay, a lot of cards came out, but this one flipped over. I'm gonna take it. Oh, also the Ace of Swords also flipped over. Okay. So, let's get you guys some more cards. Gonna do it like this. So we have the Four of Swords. My goodness, too many. The Strength card. Let's see, for my dear pile 2, Daughter of Wands, which is the Page of Wands. What do you need to know about your next date? Okay, a few cards fell. For my dear pile 2, what do you need to know? Let's see. All right. So, oh, not too many. Okay, we have the Two of Cups. One more card. Ooh, wow. And we have the Devil. Interesting. So, at the back of the deck, we have the Six of Swords. All right. Let me make sure you can see all the cards. Yeah. So for my dear pile 2, what do you need to know about this next date of yours? First of all, I really feel like... Okay, so... For example, for pile 1, it was pretty clear that it's going to be a first date. With you guys, it's actually 50-50. So for some of you guys, this is a first date. For others of you, this could actually be the next date with someone that you already had a first date with, if it makes sense. But for others of you, it's gonna be a first date with a new person. So now you just have to see what resonates with you. So for example, if you haven't been to a date, then this is gonna be your first date. If you have been with someone already, then this could be your second date together or your next date together. Having said that, that's just something I wanted to quickly mention. Now let's look into the date. Let's see what you need to know about it. So first of all, I really feel like this date is going to be on a day in which it's very warm. And it's also interesting how I'm feeling warmer and warmer right now, like the temperature. This could be, for example, in the summertime, or this could be at a date in any season really, which still is a little bit more warmer. But I have to say though, it doesn't feel like wintertime or anything to me. It does feel like summer, or it does feel like a very sunny day. Definitely warm weather. Some of you guys could even wear, let's say, like something like a t-shirt, like some kind of a clothing, which you normally only wear when it's warmer. You wouldn't wear a t-shirt when it's cold, right? So that's something I'm seeing here. So definitely warm weather. The sun is shining, and for some reason I feel like this is outside. So this could be somewhere outside that you guys are gonna meet. So for example, if you guys want to go and eat something, then this could be, let's say, at a restaurant, but outside. You guys may sit outside. And it doesn't only have to be restaurant though, because I do feel like more coming through, but I will talk about this in a minute. Now let's coming back. So this is more outdoors to me. This doesn't feel like, for example, meeting or having a date at someone's place and just having the date inside. No, this is also outdoors. And what I also would like to talk about here is that for some reason, dancing is coming through here. So for some of you guys, this place that you go to, there could even like be people dancing or some kind of a movement. Actually, talking about movement here, so as I said, if you guys go eat something, you may sit outside. But I'm actually getting more to this energy. You may also go on a walk. So there is definitely movement in here for some. Although I feel like it could be the minority of you guys, but still, that's a message I'm receiving. You could even actually yourselves dance or do something regarding dancing or movement. So there could also be some kind of a activity connected to this date as well. But I can't even tell you guys how much fun you're gonna have. It's just incredible. Like, I see a lot of, and that's the thing. Another thing I would like to mention is that you guys feel very comfortable with each other. Like, maybe right now you're listening to this and you're just like, oh my goodness, like, I would never ever dance with someone. Like, I can't dance, and it's just like, I would absolutely look like a fool if I would, or it would just be so embarrassing. Let me tell you that with this person, you don't have those thoughts because you feel comfortable around them. You know, you like to experience and you just like to let loose. You don't want to overthink, and you don't want to put a lot of like maybe doubt into certain things. No, you just want to be in the moment, and that's the thing. I really feel like throughout this whole date, you're not going to think about yesterday. You're not going to think about what you may have to do next week. You're just going to be in the present moment, and it's going to be so magical. You know, sometimes people have a very hard time to be in the present moment because, well, on one hand, we have the past, which is like constantly just making us so fearful of what's to come. And on the other hand, we have the future, which also may make us fearful because we don't know how it may play out, right? And therefore, we may sometimes be in the past or in the future, but we have such a hard time to just enjoy the present moment and just be in the here and now. And I really find it interesting that what I'm receiving here is that throughout this whole date, your thoughts are not going to be anywhere else than just here and there, like just with this person, and there is not going to be any distraction. And I really feel like you're going to just invite, I'm not invite, but better to say welcome. You're gonna welcome this date with like open arms and just be open to whatever activities you may do. So once again, I see some dancing or movement, or it could be the case that if it's not you guys, maybe people around you are gonna do it and you may just sit around but watch them. I also would like to talk about the fact that I really feel like this date, whether it's a first one or a next one, it's gonna be very important when it comes to the conversations you guys are gonna have with each other, because the conversation is actually gonna open up a lot of doors to each other's hearts, but just generally speaking, to each other. I see you guys actually having a lot of serious talk as well, although this energy doesn't feel serious at all. It feels very lighthearted, but it's just gonna be a space in which you guys can have those talks, I guess, and still be comfortable. So maybe let's just say some of you guys are gonna talk about certain things that you feel like is important for the other person to know, but it's just once again such a comfortable environment. Like you're not gonna, and it has a lot to do with the other person, you're gonna feel so comfortable and safe around them that it's just something that's gonna naturally flow. It's just like you're just gonna naturally start talking about certain things. But communication is definitely the key here. You guys are going to be very honest. And to be honest, throughout this date, I see you guys like talking for hours. Like this could be also a very long date, but definitely get ready because I see a lot of talking. And it's funny how I heard talking, like opening up the doors to each other's hearts. So it's definitely gonna be also maybe a lot of like intimate talk, a lot of personal talk, and it's gonna bring you guys even closer together. And also, my dear, I okay, that's interesting. I can like smell beautiful scents. Like it's either food which is gonna smell very delicious, or maybe it's the environment in which you guys are in. So let's just say maybe when it's outside, there could be some flowers which smell so wonderful, so fresh, but for some reason, scent is coming through here. Maybe it's even like the other person. Maybe for you, it's very, very, very important for the other person to smell very good. And this may be something that you're going to notice immediately, like throughout the first seconds when you guys are going to meet for this date, and it's really gonna set the mood maybe even. But that's just something I wanted to mention here pretty quickly. Also, let's talk about this person a little bit as well, right? Because I feel like that's also something which is pretty interesting. So regarding who this person is that you're gonna have your next date with, this person definitely wears their emotions like on their sleeve. They're gonna be very transparent with you. Honesty is very important to them, communication is very important to them, and I really feel like this person could actually be the first one of you guys who may confess feelings, because I see that you guys, also with the Two of Cups being here, you are in love or you already have feelings for each other. But I do feel like it's gonna be them who's gonna maybe make the first step and tell you. You're gonna see this person as someone who's very courageous, very brave. This person's also a great leader. They could actually be in some kind of a position like that, or just generally speaking, maybe online. This is someone who can take charge and they're very, very good at it. Also, this is someone who's very creative, and you're also going to love this about them as well. So they could do some kind of a creative gesture towards you that's really going to make you, I'm hearing, happy. And it's going to warm your heart. That's another thing. For some of you guys, there could be some differences between you guys as well. Of course, as always, take it how it resonates, but that's something I'm seeing as well regarding who this person is. Now, take it how it resonates, okay? Because I know everyone regarding this topic is very, very different, and that's good so, because everyone has to go with their own personal choices, right? If for some of you guys, being intimate after this date is something that could be a potential to you, then I see this. If not, then of course, leave it, because once again, a lot of people are watching this, so we get a lot of different energies. At the end of the day, this is a general reading, but that's just something I wanted to quickly mention, that if this is something you're open to, the possibility could be there, but of course you have free will. If not, then of course not. So yeah, that's also something I wanted to mention here. Coming back to the differences, I'm hearing they're not going to bother you guys. Like, those differences are actually going to make this so much more beautiful, and you could actually talk about these differences in this state. So for example, if there are some cultural differences, you may have great conversations about this aspect, or if there's some differences regarding your guys' background, you may share some stuff regarding that, but it's going to be something that allows you guys to grow, and is actually a wonderful potential to expand yourself. So those differences are actually so beautiful, so you guys know. All right, I would like to get you guys some more oracle cards. And by the way, another thing I would like to mention here before I step into the oracle energy, I really feel like, okay, in comparison to pile 1, in pile 1, the person who asked the other person out was very stressed, very stressed about the date, because they wanted to make everything right and stuff. When it comes to this energy and you guys, I'm not receiving who could ask the other person out, although because I got the energy that the other person may be the one who's more so the one to do the first steps. Also, when it comes to confessing feelings, they could still also be the one who ask you out. But I feel like for some, it could even be like a mutual thing. Maybe you guys, you always wanted to go to this place, or this outside place that you guys are gonna go to, and it just worked out this way, that you guys just said yes to a date with each other. However it's gonna be, I really feel like no stress from any of you guys. So both of you guys are very lighthearted, are very excited in a very positive way, but there's no worries attached to this. Absolutely not. And once again, with the devil energy being here, the devil energy for me was really coming, like bringing in this intimate energy, this desire, this passion, especially being the lost card, which could indicate as well like the lost minutes, like the ending of your date. As you may understand what I mean, like at the end of your date, you may want to take it intimate, but of course, once again, if not, then you don't have to. You have free will. But the potential is definitely here. And that's more so what the devil energy is giving me. So yeah, let's see. For my dear pile 2, can we get some more information regarding this energy? We have work through your feelings. Ooh. One card fell. And we have release control. All right. So at the back of the deck, we have go for it. So for some reason, I feel like this is the way you're going to see this date. You're going to be excited and passionate about it, and you just want to experience it. So once again, I'm not getting a lot of stress energy coming through for this date. Absolutely not. With work through your feelings being here, I really feel like, my dear pal 1, This, once again, I talked about the fact that I'm getting so much like conversation, so much communication coming through. And I really feel like you guys are going to talk a lot about your feelings towards each other. And that's why this date is going to be so important. They could definitely be the one initiating this. They could start talking about their feelings, and then you guys are gonna join them. But yeah, regarding this emotional connection, even though you guys may already be interested, or it's more than being interested, to be honest, you may already have feelings, you may already like be in love here, but you may have not voiced it, or you may have not really talked about it. And this is why this date is going to be so important, and you guys are just gonna, I'm hearing, talk your heart out, if that makes sense. With release control being here, I really feel like this is once again setting the tone, or sharing the energy that you guys are going to be in. So, I talked about the dancing stuff, right? And once again, if you guys don't want to dance, you don't have to dance, right? You have free will. But just taking it as an example, maybe sometimes you guys like overthink a lot or doubt certain things. Let's just say, if I would dance, like, how would I look? Would I look like a fool? Would I do something wrong? Like, maybe you really need to control the situation. But with release control being here, it's just about being. And that's why I said, even though certain things you may not really be open to regarding, let's say, dancing in public, you're not gonna control it. You're just gonna release, you're just gonna be, and you're just gonna enjoy. And once again, it has a lot to do with this person and how they make you feel comfortable, and the beautiful connection, how close you guys already are. But once again, if you don't want to dance, you don't have to, of course. But this card, release control, is once again showing that you have a lot of trust towards this person. Because, when we feel like we can let go, it also shows how sure we are of the situation, or that we have trust in the situation, that we have trust in each other, that we feel safe enough to let go, that we feel safe enough to release the control, if that makes sense. And yeah, that's the energy that I'm seeing you guys being here when it comes to this stage. So my dear pal 2, this is all I have for you for today. I am not receiving any more messages. As always, my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. And of course, for allowing me to connect with your wonderful energy. From my heart, my dear, I'm sending you much love and much positive energy. And yeah, as always, if you're interested in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, of course, my dear, you can feel free to email me. And lastly, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, of course, I invite you there as well. My dear pal 2, take care, my love. Hey pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what do you need to know about your next or first date? And of course, with who? Let's start straight away. Let's see, for my dear pile 1, oh, not pile 1, pile 3, excuse me. What do you need to know about your next date? Pile 3, pile 3. All right. For my dear pile 3, your next date. Let's see. My goodness. A lot of cards fell. What do you need to know about your first or next date? We're going to look into it. The first card we have is the 4 of Pentacles. All right. We have the King of Cups. The Hanged Man. I don't know why the cards fall all the time. We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Death card. For my dear pile 3, let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay, one card fell. We have the Six of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. And let's get you guys one last card. And we have the Queen of Wands. All right. So, my dear, let's look into the energies. Let's see. What do you need to know about this next date and with who? First of all, regarding the question, because I did this for every pile, whether this is gonna be with someone new or maybe with someone that you already know, you already had a date with. With you guys, it's the same with like pile 2, because pile 1, it was just first date. Like, you don't know the person, it's gonna be the first date. But with you guys in pile 2 as well, this is 50-50. So some of you guys, it's gonna be though the majority of you guys, you don't know this person and they're gonna be a new person, and this you're gonna have a first date. For others, this could be the next date with someone that you already had a date with. And what I like to say is, I mean, just look at yourself and see whether you have had a date lately, and maybe you go on a second date or a next date with this person. Or if you haven't had any date, then of course it's gonna be a first date, right? So take it how it resonates here. But I'm seeing 50-50. Having said that, let's look into the date and what you need to know about it. First of all, I would like to talk about the fact that I really feel like this could have taken some time. Like, for this date to come, maybe you've been waiting a very, very long time. So for example, if this is going to be a new person, and yeah, I'm also getting that they're going to ask you out. They may have taken their time to ask you out, and it may have felt like you have waited a lot. But I really feel like this person is someone who likes to take things slow, because they care so much about it, you know? Like, when something is very serious to them, they like to take it slow, and they like to think it through, to really plan it through, and take certain steps with a lot of security and with a lot of thought. This is who they are. This is who this person is that you're gonna have your next date with. They like to go slow and steady. And maybe for you guys, it felt like, though, why? Like, when will this person ask me out on a date? Like, I know they like me. I know they're interested. They may know that I'm also interested. So when will they do it? So I feel like from your side, it may feel like that you have to be a little bit patient. But once again, it's important to understand that this person approaches this because it's so important to them. They're waiting for the right time. They don't want to rush into anything. They really want this to be at the right time, I guess. But let me tell you, once they ask you out, you're gonna be so like, oh my goodness, so excited for this. And what I find also very interesting is that you have a lot of passion towards this person. Like, you feel very, very attracted towards them. There is no doubt about that. And it's almost like, you know, when they ask you out finally to the stage, this passion, this flame, this fire, it's gonna be awakened in you, and you're gonna love it. You know, you're gonna be able to express this passion. Oh my goodness, look at this. I just realized I haven't talked about, but like at the back of the deck we have the Knight of Wands, right? And look at the flame. Like I was literally talking about it, and now I realized that this illustration is like great for it. It's almost like when they ask you, this is the flame that's gonna burn within you, like finally. And I really feel like regarding this date, my dear, it's gonna be a very passionate date. And for example, even when it comes to you preparing yourself for it, whether it's through the clothes, whether if it resonates with you that, for example, someone watching also likes to put on makeup or certain things, you know, for preparation for the date, you're gonna put a lot of passion into it. And okay, if I had to put this date into an element that fits the energy the most, it would definitely be the element of fire. Like, there is no doubt about that. It would be pure fire, especially from your side, because you've been waiting for such a long time, and finally the day has come, and it's almost like all the fire that you have kept within yourself can come through, can be expressed. And I really feel like when it comes to this date as well, you're gonna be once again very passionate, very eager, and very open. You're just gonna be so happy. Also, in the way, okay, of course, Sagittarius resonates, but for some reason, I feel like on this date, you're gonna come through as very seductive, like very alluring. Pile 3. That's just something I want to mention here. But yeah, you're embodying this fire, your fiery side and your passionate side. Oh my goodness, like this person has really taken their time. There is no doubt about that. And I really feel like my dear pal 3, and that's very interesting. Take it how it resonates, but when we talk about your energy on the state, and I really want to keep it only to the state, so maybe there are some zodiac signs that resonate. Of course, that's totally fine, but I'm not concentrating here on the zodiac signs. I'm concentrating on the energy that you guys are going to embody. So you're going to come off once again as this fire energy, and this person, they're more so in their water energy, which is this is like complete opposite energy, but I just feel like it's gonna be such a great date for both of you guys. It's kind of like you bring the fire and they bring the emotions, they bring the calmness, and you bring the passion. Like, such differences, but you need to understand that it works out so great because it's gonna make this date so fun, you guys. And I'm also seeing a lot of teasing, by the way, when it comes to this date as well. So once again, talking about this person who you're gonna have this next date with, I really feel like this person, especially emotionally speaking, they're very emotionally intelligent. Like, this person is very connected to their own emotions. They're very aware of them as well. They're also very good at expressing themselves emotionally, and they honor like their own emotions, but also other people's. Like, they understand that there is also responsibility that comes with, you know, feelings, because of course we can hurt each other, right? Or we can also make each other feel great. So they're very aware of this, which is also very wonderful. A very self-reflected person, I would say. And definitely someone who, like, they're great with patience. As I said, I do feel like when they go about something, when they do something, whether it's in their personal life or whether it's in their career life, they know how to be patient. They know that good things take time sometimes, and they are okay with it. This is, for example, someone who would also be totally okay with waiting for the right person to come into their life and not doing something like too fast. They could have been single for a very long time and they're okay with it because they are a very patient person. And we have seen though that also when it comes to this date, they're gonna be very patient for the right time. But I mean, it could, you need to understand this person is gonna, I think, look at a lot of different things. So maybe they feel like it's gonna be the right time because maybe your work is gonna be less and they will not be so stressed about work. So they may ask you out at a time where both of you guys, like, you have time, you have a lot of energy, and yeah, so they may also think about these things, right? So they have their reasons for sure. And once again, coming back to who they are, I also feel like this person, they may also spend a little bit of money when it comes to the state. That's another thing I would like to mention here. This person is very generous. So they could, or you guys could actually go, for example, to a fancy place. Yeah. I also see like this date, it doesn't feel too private. So what do I mean with that? For example, pile one, it felt like it's gonna be at the place of someone. So it's gonna be indoors, a very private place. With you guys, this is a public place because I also see other people being around you. But it's gonna be something very exciting. It's not bothering you guys at all. So if this is, let's say, a fancy restaurant, there could also be a lot of people, of course, around you having their own dinner and stuff, and you don't mind. You're really just, giving the other person your attention and stuff. But there could be some fancy energy around this date. So either someone is wearing something fancy or something expensive, or maybe this place has this expensive energy to it. It may look very expensive, or maybe the food is just expensive. But that's just something I wanted to mention here. Let me see what else I can get. Okay, I'm receiving the message that at this date, this person that you're gonna be with, they may reveal something when it comes to them. And this reveal is gonna make you so much more sure about this person, about being with them. The energies are not showing me what this reveal is, so it could be different for a lot of you guys. But they're gonna give you some kind of reassurance, kind of. It feels like a reassurance that's gonna make that's gonna make you much more understanding, and you're gonna feel much more secure when it comes to this relationship that you guys have with each other. I see that when it comes to this place, it's not gonna be somewhere far from where you guys live. No, this could be in your city, in your area, like where you guys work, where you guys live. It doesn't feel like you guys going a very far place to visit this place or having this date. So this date is gonna be at where you live. That's something I'm seeing here as well. Yeah, they're gonna reveal something to you, or something very, I'm hearing even magical, something very important. This is gonna be a very important date for your relationship. So for example, so you guys understand it better, it could be the case that they will ask you to move in with them. This is just an example, okay? So take it how it resonates. But some kind of a revelation that's gonna make you feel very victorious regarding this relationship, and once again, much more secure. They're gonna show you how serious, I guess this is a better way to say it perhaps. They're gonna show you how serious they are about this relationship and about you. And okay, yeah, before I start with the oracle cards, I have another message. What I'm also seeing for you is that when you guys go, like when this date ends, your relationship will have changed. So before this date and after this date, there will have be a transformation. So for example, if this is a first date, after this date you guys could be a couple, or if it's a next date with someone you already had dates with, this could be you guys taking this to the next level, okay? So if you already know this person and you're already together, there could be some proposing energy or some kind of a confession that's very important to your relationship, moving in, whatever it may be, but something very, very serious. All right? So this date is going to change a lot when it comes to your guys' relationship, and even for some of you guys when it comes to your life. Let's see. For my dear pile 2, what do you need to know about this next date? Ooh, too many cards. Oh my goodness. All the cards fell. Let me see. Let me get them. Too many. Okay. No, too many. Sometimes the cards are like stuck together. Okay, one card fell. The first card we have is take a reality check. And we have let your fears dissolve. All right, so Capricorn and Cancer energy here. Now, yeah, I really feel like this date is gonna close a cycle when it comes to your guys' relationship. Like, it's gonna be very crucial. For example, you guys moving in with each other, as I said, or let's just say they will tell you that they want to, like, they want you to meet their parents, whatever it may be, but some kind of a major step, something very major that's gonna happen as a consequence from this date. And it's gonna be something very exciting, but at the same time, it could be a very big step for you. And maybe you're gonna tell them, I need some time first to myself to think about it. So for example, if they're gonna just say the moving in energy, okay? And that's just an example here. You may need some time to think about it. But I really feel like this date is gonna move a lot of things to the right direction. And especially when we talk about you guys, it's gonna make your connection even stronger. And when we talk about the let your fears dissolve card, if you for some reason had some kind of a doubt regarding, is this person really serious about me? Like, they've taken their time. I don't know if, like, why have they done it and stuff. I really feel like this date is gonna bring to you a lot of insights regarding them and regarding the plans that they have for you guys. And it's gonna allow all the doubt or fear that you had, all the confusion to go away, because you're gonna gain clarity from this date. You guys, pal 3, this could be something that you generally sometimes do. You may sometimes overthink a little bit even, but regardless of this, I really feel like this date is gonna yeah, it's gonna bring a lot of clarity to you. This is how I would describe it. But once again, my dear, as I said, for some of you guys, this could be a first date with someone new. For others, this could be the next date with someone they already know or already even together with, right? So take it how it resonates, because of course a lot of you guys, like, the next date, which is maybe your first date, it's not the first date and they're gonna ask you to move in together, right? It may be a little bit too fast for that, but take it how it resonates. But I'm getting those energies here coming through. And all I can also say is that this date is really going to allow you to have better understanding for this person and have better understanding for the relationship you have with them. And you're going to be very positive when it comes to the future as well, when it comes to a future together. All right. So my dear pal 3, this is all I have for you for today. As always, my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you and for allowing me to connect with your wonderful energy. As always, my dear, if you're interested or curious in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, of course, my dear, you can feel free to email me. And lastly, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, of course, I invite you there as well. My dear pal 3, take care, my love.